You know, for the last couple of years, we've gotten used to thinking of AI as this super smart consultant. But heading into 2025, that's all changing. AI isn't just getting smarter, it's getting a brand new job. It's not just an advisor anymore, it's becoming an employee. So that's what we're going to dig into right now, breaking down exactly what that means for you.
And look, this slide, it just nails the change perfectly. Back in 2023, you'd ask an AI to write an email for you. It would give you the words, sure, but you still had to do the actual work. Now, the command is different. It's just pay the invoice, and the AI actually goes and does it. It's the difference between an advisor and an employee. A massive, massive shift from just giving answers to actually taking action.
Okay, so where's this new AI employee showing up for its first day of work? Well, we're starting right at the cutting edge, in science and medicine, where this new kind of super colleague is already changing how we discover and heal. The magic words here? Physically plausible. See, MIT's SCIGEN isn't just dreaming up cool-looking molecules. It has the fundamental rules of physics and chemistry baked right into its code. That means it only suggests materials that can actually be made in a real lab, and that is huge. We're talking about AI moving out of science fiction and into the lab, creating stuff we can actually use. And it's not just about what to build. These new agentic AIs, that just means they can take action on their own, are basically tireless research assistants. Think about the most mind-numbing parts of being a scientist, digging through thousands of papers, cleaning up messy data. Models from places like Google DeepMind can now do all of that, browsing, clicking, and organizing info just like a person would, but doing it at a speed that can literally compress years of grunt work into just a few months. It's wild.
Okay, and when we look at medicine, the progress is just wow. It's staggering. Just look at this chart. It shows how well AI does on the MedQA exam. That's a standard test for doctors. In just a few short years, AI has leaped from a 68% to an unbelievable 96% with OpenAI's latest model. That's practically a perfect score. We're talking knowledge on par with top human experts. The raw brain power is absolutely there.
But, and you really got to hear this part, that incredible brain power comes with a big asterisk from the experts at places like Stanford. AI is the ultimate partner for a doctor. It's fantastic for triage, for double-checking a diagnosis, or for drafting up some patient notes. But what it's not a replacement for a doctor. Not even close. The future here is all about the team-up.
All right, so let's bring this down from the high-tech labs and into the tools you and I use every single day. This is where AI stops being a search engine and starts being a do engine, finishing your tasks for you.
So, how does this agent thing actually work under the hood? It's actually pretty intuitive when you see it laid out. First, an AI like Google's Gemini gets a command from you. Then, it opens whatever app it needs, a browser, your accounting software, you name it. After that, it just uses it, clicking buttons, scrolling, filling out forms, until the job is done. It's basically acting like a digital assistant that knows how to use your software, clicking and typing away on your behalf.
And let me tell you, for businesses, this is an absolute game changer. Why? Because a ton of really important business software, especially the older stuff, doesn't have good APIs, which makes it a nightmare to automate. This new AI agent approach, it just sidesteps that whole problem. It can process an invoice all the way through a clunky system like SAP just by using the screen, exactly like a person would. And of course, we're seeing this pop up in the one tool we probably all use dozens of times a day, the search bar. Google's AI overviews are already in over 200 countries, but the really interesting part is the new audio overviews, short, spoken summaries of your search. What this means is that search is starting to feel less like a list of blue links and more like a real hands-free conversation.
Okay, but none of this incredible stuff happens by magic, right? It's all built on some seriously powerful new hardware and models. So let's pop the hood for a second and see what's really powering this revolution.
So the biggest shift in hardware is this move away from one giant single chip to these things called chiplets. And the best way to get your head around this is to think Legos, seriously. Instead of one huge custom-built piece, companies can now snap together smaller, specialized blocks to create the perfect processor for a specific AI job. It's just a smarter, more flexible way to build the brains behind all this AI.
And you can see the whole industry is scrambling to build around this idea. You've got giants like OpenAI teaming up with Broadcom on custom chips. You've got super fast new networking gear to connect everything. Meanwhile, open-source models like Meta's Llama are getting so good, they're closing the gap with the big guys. And behind it all is a massive push for energy efficiency, with companies like ARM leading the way.
Now, all this innovation has led to something pretty mind-blowing. The cost to run a single AI task has dropped by about 90% since 2022. That's an insane drop. It's making AI way more accessible for everyone to build with and use on a huge scale. But, and you knew there was a but, right?
And here's the other side of that coin. Even though each individual task is way cheaper, we are using AI so much more all over the world that the total energy consumption is still going up, a lot. We're getting more efficient, but our total energy use is just going through the roof. It's a huge, growing problem.
Okay, so we've talked about agents, chips, and this crazy cost paradox. What does it all actually mean for you? For your job? For your business? Let's boil it all down into a new playbook for this new agentic world.
All right, if you're in marketing or you create content, listen up. Your playbook has to change, like yesterday. First, you need to go and see how your stuff shows up in these AI overviews. The new goal is to create answer-grade content, stuff that's so clear and well-sourced that an AI will happily quote you. And with audio becoming a bigger deal, optimizing for voice search is not optional anymore. It's essential.
And for anyone in IT or leadership, your new mantra is governance, governance, governance. The #1 rule, you have to treat these AI agents like employees. Give them their own logins, their own permissions, and track what they do. If you're dealing with sensitive data, look at running open source models you can control on your own efficient hardware. And as you plan your tech future, think about those chiplets. Don't get locked into one vendor. And the perfect place to start? Go after those annoying back-office workflows that everyone hates.
So it all comes back to where we started. AI has officially gotten a promotion. It's not just an advisor anymore, it's a doer, a new member of the team. The tick is here, it's clocked in and ready to go. The only real question left is for you. AI is now an employee. Are you ready to be its manager?